Street cred sports. Street cred sports. I'm crossing over. I'm Euro stepping.
Hey, this is Keenan of Street Cred Sports Training, and welcome to another episode of Time to Ball. It's episode 73. Thought I'd switch it up a little. You can see the place, so I wanted to give y'all a quick tour. All right, so got the game on in here. It's a waiting area. Some of the merchandise. Got the backpacks. Over in there is the office, but y'all don't need to see all in the office. All right, and this is where the magic happens. This is our main court right here that we do our training on for our older kids. This is one of our other courts that we do training. Then this is our third court. Over here, we have our Vertimax training that we do our jump and vertical with. And then over there, we have our recovery area. So we do our Normatec and stuff. Just had some trainings and stuff, so I hadn't had a chance to tidy it up. Over there is our Dr. Dish machine. So I just wanted to show y'all where everything is. And now we'll get down to business. This portion is sponsored by 915 Carpet Cleaning. They take care of all of your needs, whether it's residential or commercial, whether it's flooring or carpet. 915 Carpet Cleaning, they get the job done. Look up 915 Carpet Cleaning, the carpet cleaner you know before you need one. All right, I'm back. Again, this is episode 73. Welcome to another episode of Time to Ball. And this is Keenan. Decided to do something different. So this is going to be a quick one. Wanted to see how it came out, sitting up here doing it visually. Some people are like, man, I need to see more. I'm tired of listening to your ass. So, all right, whatever. I'm going to do this one, see how it works. So let's get down to business. I don't have a gavel, but the first thing I want to talk about, things on my mind, USA basketball. They had their game last night against Canada. You know, I know there are going to be other teams to challenge the U.S. You know, you got Canada, you got France, Germany who won, you know, Serbia, a lot of these other teams that you know, U.S. needs to worry about that. But when you really look at the fact that Canada had NBA players, the role players, and look, I'm not discounting role players. I'm not. But those guys are more complementary players. I'll use that term, more complementary players, and they allow the stars of those teams to be stars. It just looks like it's too much firepower for the USA basketball team, and then Kevin Durant wasn't in there. So like things that you probably were able to do against that team, against USA in the past, I don't think you're gonna be able to do. And then you got Steph, who, you know, you got to pick him up. You got to watch him because he's shooting from so deep, and it opens up stuff. Then you got your bigs in there, man. So I really have a hard time seeing anybody really push him unless they just have a very off day where everybody is shooting like terrible, and the team they're playing is just like insanely on fire. They have to be like over 70% from the field, and USA would be really off. But like nobody, Shea and Murray are probably the only two guys that are really gonna, you know, make you defend because they can shoot. I don't think nobody is worried about some of those other guys. So I think that's gonna be what happens. And you know, I like the days of back when the 92 team played where they were beating everybody by 50, 60 points, and it was more of a statement. Now, I don't see this USA team trying to blow everybody out by 30 or 40. I don't even know if they could blow everybody out by 30 or 40. But I think if they play their best locked in, I'm thinking at least 20 to 25 points better than any other team that's in the Olympics. That's again, that's my opinion. That's just the way I'm looking at it. So can't wait to see how this pans out. You know, what goes on for the rest of these exhibitions. So, you know, you're probably not going to see everything. So you can't take too much out of it and say, oh my God, this and that. Because I remember one year where, can't remember the team, but they played the USA different. It was kind of vanilla. Then in the tournament, they actually played them a different way, and it gave the US problems. But it wasn't the Olympics. I think it was the World Cup. But in any case, we'll see how that pans out. I hope y'all got a chance to watch. All right, so now let me get into my basketball ideology. All right, so I was working with a kid, and they were having problems because when they said, you know, when they got the ball, they weren't able to shoot. It should have been a catch and shoot, and they weren't able to shoot. So I went through everything with them from the beginning. Okay, what offense were you in? What set were you in? Okay, you're in this set. So I think it was a 5 out. They're on the wing. Okay, what defense were they playing? They were playing a 2-3. Okay, all right. Where was the ball coming from when you were ready to catch and shoot? Well, the ball was coming from the top over to me. I said, okay, so what I did is I just basically, without asking them, I walked through what the defender was doing. I said, now, so as the ball's coming, as the defender's coming, were you ready to catch and shoot? And it's like, no, they were catching it, but they weren't ready to shoot. I said, okay, so you got to be ready, number one, to be ready to catch and shoot. That's first and foremost. That should be your first thing that you're trying to do, is catch and shoot in a nice flow, right? But now going into that, if you're able to catch and shoot faster, what I told them is that puts more pressure on that defender to get over to either contest or close out, right? Whichever they're going to do. So then I said, what happened? Well, I went to go up to shoot. They come by, and then I didn't know what to do, so I passed it. I said, so, okay, here's what you got to understand. There are a couple of different angles that a defender is going to close out from. I said, with this particular angle, they're going to be coming from your left side to your right side. So what should you do? And they thought about it, and they said, I should have pump fake, 1 or 2 dribble, left, pull up, jump shot. I said, exactly. You got it. Now it's your job to take care of it. Then the second question was asked. So what about the other defender on the top? I said, well, if that defender is playing the zone true to form, they're going to drop down in help position, probably around the middle of the court. So you should be able to get somewhere close to their elbow and be able to shoot. Now, if this player happens to be a little undisciplined, or maybe that's the coach's philosophy, that coach wants you on the other side, then your teammates at the top, at the wing, they should be ready to shoot. And I said, personally, if I'm pump faking, taking 1 or 2 dribbles, and that second defender comes across, my pass isn't going to the top. My pass is going to the wing. And I asked them why. And they were like, well, because if you throw it to the top, it's closer. They're going to be able to get to it. But if you throw it to the wing, that's a longer option, right? So yeah, exactly. That person's going to have more time, which I don't want. I don't want them to have time, but it's more of a catch and shoot. You don't have to stress. So then I even went a step further and said the natural rotation, now they're kind of scrambling, would be the wing on the bottom of the 2-3. That wing happens to run out, then there should be a quick pass to the corner. That corner shot should be the open shot if that person rotates up. So I kind of went through the whole scenario with them on what they needed to do, and then I explained to them, it's really all there for you. I said, you have to not worry so much about what's going to happen. Are they going to block the shot? What do I do if they get there? We've went through all the steps. So now it's just about you going out and letting it flow, letting that thing fly. in living with the results. One of the reason why I mention all of this is because my biggest obstacle with kids is getting them to just trust what we've worked on. Not with every kid. A lot of kids, I don't even know what to go percentage-wise, but a lot of kids, their confidence is such that once we show them, they pick it up and they do it. But then there's a segment of kids that they're a little bit unsure. And that's where the obstacle comes in. We're trying to make sure they're being comfortable. So I normally have to give steps.
Street cred sports, say it with your chest. Yeah, yeah. Go get it from the net. Street cred sports, okay, that's a bet.